So what if the depth we're searching for in our relationships isn't missing? It's just moving too fast for us to feel it. When I began slowing down in Thailand, especially in places like Pai, I noticed something subtle but profound, right? My nervous system softened and conversations lasted longer. I wasn't anticipating the next moment. I was inside the current one.
And when you're finally inside the moment, your energy gathers. Most people don't realize this, but when we rush, our energy fragments. It goes into the future, into planning, into control, into outcome. Slow travel calls it back. I felt that deeply along the river outside Chiang Mai. It was like my spirit finally caught up with my body.
Well, from a psychological perspective, that makes complete sense. Well, when we're constantly moving, our sympathetic nervous system stays activated. We can function there, but we can't attach deeply there. Attachment requires safety. It requires like a parasympathetic slowing down. And slowing down isn't just indulgence, it's biological preparation for intimacy.
And spiritually, it's reclamation. Indigenous traditions say that when you move too fast, your soul lags behind. So when people say they feel disconnected in relationships, I sometimes wonder, are they disconnected from each other or themselves?
Yeah, and that's powerful, because in therapy what I often see is not really a lack of love, but a lack of presence. Two people sitting together, but both slightly ahead of the moment, preparing responses, thinking about logistics, anticipating conflict. Like slow travel really interrupts that pattern. It stretches time.
It forces you to stop performing. There's something about Thailand, the rhythm, the repetition, the simplicity. You stop trying to extract experiences. You start receiving them. And that shift changes how you relate. Instead of asking, what can I get from this moment? You begin asking, how can I be with this moment?
And that's the difference between consumption and connection. In attachment theory, secure bonding forms through consistent, attuned presence. Not intensity, not grand gestures, but steady availability. Slow travel naturally cultivates that steadiness.
And for men especially, that steadiness is leadership. We're taught to lead through action, through movement, through providing solutions, but being in Thailand taught me something different. Leadership in relationship is containment. It's holding space without needing to fix. It's sitting in silence without escaping it.
And when that containment is present, something shifts in the feminine nervous system. Right? Safety increases, softness merges, and depth becomes more possible without force. Co-regulation can happen naturally.
Exactly. When a man slows his internal pace, he becomes grounded. When he's grounded, his partner can relax, and when she relaxes, intimacy expands without effort. That's not strategy, that's polarity. That's energetic rhythm.
What's interesting is that psychology and spirituality are describing the same phenomenon from different angles. Like regulation and energetic alignment both require slowing down, both require awareness, both require surrender.
Surrender is the key word. When you slow travel, you surrender to the culture's rhythm. You stop trying to control every detail. You adapt, you soften. And love requires that same energy, that same surrender.
Control creates tension. Surrender creates intimacy.
And you can't control surrender if you're in a rush.
No, you can't.
I remember sitting quietly watching the sunset. No phones, no agenda, just breathing. And I realized something. You can sit next to someone for 10 years and never truly meet them. Or you can sit beside them for 10 minutes in presence and feel eternity.
That's because presence compresses time. When two nervous systems are regulated and attuned, the experience of connection deepens exponentially. Silence becomes safe. Eye contact becomes expansive. Even simple activities, eating fruit, walking through a market, becomes relational rituals.
Slow travel turns ordinary moments into sacred ones.
And sacred moments strengthen attachment bonds.
So maybe the question isn't, how do I fix my relationship? Maybe the question is, how fast am I moving?
Yes, because if your internal pace is chaotic, your relationships will mirror that chaos. If your pace is deliberate, your relationships will reflect that depth.
The medicine isn't Thailand itself.
It's the rhythm Thailand invites you into.
And once you embody that rhythm
You carry it home.
into every conversation,
Every disagreement.
every embrace,
Slow down enough to truly see a place, and you truly begin to see yourself.
and when you see yourself clearly, without rushing, without performing,
You show up differently in love.
less effort,
More presence,
less control.
more connection. That's relationship medicine.
Traveling Medicine, I'm Gabriel, this is Psychologist Elin, and we want to let you know that you should subscribe to our channel. And if you haven't already, check out this video right here that YouTube is recommending. You may enjoy it. Alright, see you.